just came back from touring in Europe, and it was kind of like a half holiday, half tour. It was kind of a funny situation. We sort of got flown over to play this really strange showcase show in London, and I don't want to talk about it, it's lame, but we kind of used that as an excuse to play some places that we hadn't played before, and some people had got in touch with us wanting us to play, and like a few places like Portugal and places, so just kind of organized a tour, and then organized to meet up with some friends around the place, and ended up playing in the place where like our friends was living, like in Hungary and Denmark and stuff, and Spain. But yeah, so it was kind of, we started in London and then went to Portugal and Spain and Italy, and then spent some time in Hungary, and like nearly 2 weeks in Hungary, and played a couple of shows, and went to Slovakia and played a show, and sort of, yeah, hung out in Hungary for a while, kind of recorded some music and wrote some music. Where did we go from there? We went and visited a friend in Germany, and then went and visited some friends in Denmark, and then played some shows in Denmark, and from Denmark we went to London, and then to California. We played at a natural history museum in Los Angeles, or the Natural History Museum in Los Angeles. It was strange, but good. And we came back. Been gone for ages, it seems. I'm starting to, or I had been making new stuff for a while. It's kind of been a slow process. It's because we were touring pretty much all of last year, but I've got a studio space at the lab in Mount Eden, and I'm sort of constantly doing stuff there. And when we were in Hungary, we were jamming a lot with our friend there, Matthew Mitchell, and doing a lot of recording and just kind of messing around, just kind of gathering ideas. And I haven't really gone through too much of that stuff, too much of the jams that we did, but I've already kind of finished a song from that stuff. But the new stuff that I'm working on is more electronic based, and it's less live in a way, I guess, as far as instrumentation goes. I guess that just kind of reflects what I've been listening to for the past couple of years, and I don't really listen to guitar music or anything like that, so I don't know. It's not, so I'm kind of steering away from I guess, guitar-based stuff slowly. I recently did a remix of a track by a band called the Paper Cuts, and they just signed to our British label, and I just got an email saying from the guys at our label, just saying, you know, do you want to remix this track? You want to have a go at it or whatever. And it's kind of a fun challenge to do remixes, so I just, I mean, if I have the time to do it, and I was kind of at a weird space. I think I was sort of stagnant with what I was doing, and that's kind of a good time to jump into something else. So I just quickly tried to do this remix thing. I guess it turned out okay. I've talked to Jason, the guy that does all the Paper Cut stuff, and I guess he likes it, so he said he did, assuming he wasn't lying to me, but so that's alright.
Are you doing anything with anybody else? Any other remixes in the pipeline?
Well, I don't have too much on the brew at the moment, but I mean, I have done, last year I did like an Oginjo remix. And I did a song with SMO Maya and Radio Clip, based on London. And that was really good. We still talk about doing stuff, and they've always, I mean, every time I talk to them, they just sort of say, "Oh, send us over some stuff," because they just made a they're producing an album. I forget her last name, but Marina, who left Banque de Role ages ago, I guess, maybe the year before that. But they're doing her solo album and they're leading beats for it. They're super cool dudes. They always, you know, say, "Oh, do you have any ideas that we can use?" I mean, they don't say it like that, but
if you could,
they're pretty keen on collaborating, though, you know, most of the time.
who would you like to remix?
Would I like to remix? I don't know. That's kind of a funny one, because sometimes the best stuff to remix is the stuff that sounds nothing like what you yourself do, or nothing like what you listen to, like this Paper Cuts thing. The reason why I thought I could do it is because the original track has like drums, bass, and guitar, and an organ, and you know, a couple of violins or something. It's really simple, so it seemed like the first time I listened to it, I just thought, okay, this is really plain and simple, so it would be easy to transform into something else. But a lot of my favorite recordings are really dense and kind of, I guess, weird in some way, or really rhythmic, or really kind of forceful in the direction they've gone. So it's, with things like that, it's hard to steer something in a different direction in a lot of ways, because oftentimes the production of a track is so important in the actual song. So once you take away the production, that loses a lot. I mean, it might still be a great song, but sometimes it's the production that makes me really like something. But, yeah. Did I answer the question? I'm Brian from the Ruby Sons, and you're watching Cheese and Toast TV. Toodles!